Previously on this adventure, Regina, my son Jordan, and I met up with our good friends from the Epic Family Road Trip YouTube channel, my good buddy Marco from Overland X, and our friend Jason, and we set off to the desert for a few days to check out some of its unique locations. We put in a lot of miles in the dirt and eventually made our way up to Sandstone Canyon, where we camped for the night, enjoying some great conversation and camp chow. I also shared with you a little behind the scenes of what it's like to film one of these adventures, and I'll leave a link down below where you can go check that out so you're all up to speed on how we got to where we are. In this episode, we pack up camp and put in some more miles out here in the Anza Borrego desert, do a little exploring on foot, tackle a slightly sketchy section of trail while looking for another epic camp spot, make a quick trail repair, and I'll share with you a little more behind the scenes. And then eventually, we'll make our way to camp and see what everyone is cooking up. Good morning, guys. It's a little after 6:30. It's 43 degrees out this morning. It was a little chilly last night, but we all slept really good. It was so quiet here in the canyon. Marco's over there making some coffee. I'm gonna get some coffee going. I think Peter's running around filming, and everybody else is still sleeping, but man, I'm excited for that sun to come up so we can warm up, but I need some coffee. People ask about hygiene out here at camp all the time. Just get yourself a good toiletry bag like this and make sure it has all your needs. And what I do is I keep this stocked all the time. I'm not taking stuff in and out of here. So this morning I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, I'm gonna shave, and then I'm gonna, once it gets a little warmer, I'll go to the tent and shower pouch, and then that'll be it for the day. But first, brush my teeth. When it's cold like this, it takes forever for that coffee to percolate too. Morning, buddy.
Good morning.
You were up early.
Yes.
How'd you sleep?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was a little chilly this morning, but yeah, good sleep. Yeah. Good night's sleep.
Dude, you already started rolling out breakfast stuff. What are you making?
Some burritos. Whatever comes out.
Whatever comes
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna film a video of you making breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're filming a video of Marco filming a video. That's how this whole trip is going. Everybody's filming. That just looks photogenic. Steam coming off of there.
Remember that we're making these burritos with leftovers. So whatever ground beef that we have got leftover from the last night's albondigas, we're gonna use it for the burritos. We're just gonna mix it with this meat.
Taking the time to make a hot breakfast like this on a chilly morning not only fills the air with some amazing aromas, but it's a great way just to kick off your day, and it gives everyone an excuse to gather around for a bit for some good conversation. I enjoy taking a few moments and not feeling rushed in the morning like this. And those burritos, yeah, they were pretty great.
Marco, I've watched you this for years, cleaning your scuttle. It's an art form. Quickly tell everybody, how do you clean your scuttle?
That's one of the reasons I love the scuttle, because it's super easy to clean. I just use water, boil water in the scuttle, and just wipe it off.
So that's that simple. There's no scrubbing, there's no soap or anything.
You keep season and you don't mess it.
So you guys will notice a new addition to our convoy, and that is Paula and David. That's Marco's daughter. They've been out with us many times, but they got here about 9 o'clock last night. Thankfully, they've been out here before, so they kind of knew the way, but it's going to be great to have them out here for the rest of the weekend.
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You slept on the ground in your bivy sack that you got from the Marine Corps.
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
I was actually pretty comfortable. It wasn't too bad. I was almost too hot last night.
Really?
Yeah, you guys were all complaining you were cold, but I was fine.
I guess that little bag keeps all your heat in, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and you don't mind sleeping on the ground.
No, especially in the soft sand, it was pretty comfortable.
Well, you're making us all look like we're glamping because you were just roughing it.
Yeah, I do.
That was awful.
It was.
Peter, I've done this at least on 3 different occasions. Even an old pro like you, it still happens. You guys are putting your tent away. What happened, buddy?
Well, it's nothing like packing up the whole tent, getting all ready to go, jumping in your vehicle, and you don't have keys. So Carol's got in the habit of hanging the keys every night, which is actually a really good habit. We just haven't got in the habit of making sure we get them out before we fold up the tent.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had it all packed away. One of the nicest packing jobs we've ever done. And of course, you got to open it up again.
Yeah.
Dan's got the keys now in hand.
There we go.
Both motorcycle keys and the Jeep keys.
Yep. Well, this is behind the scenes, guys. This is reality.
It's
Sometimes
reality.
it happens.
No matter how many times it can happen to you. So.
Well, it has been a great morning, and it is just after 9, and we've all had plenty of coffee. We had a great breakfast, and we've just been taking our time, relaxing, and having some good conversation. My plan with this trip, with the Epic Family Road Trip, is we wanted them to see some stuff, but I didn't want to feel like they were rushed. And so we've just taken our time this morning. We've got some cool things that we want to go see today here in Anza Borrego. But the goal is to get to camp at a respectable hour because it's Saturday and it's desert season and it might be a little challenging to find camp. I've got a couple spots in mind. I know Marco's got some spots out here. So we might have to play around a little bit finding a good camp spot, but I think we're going to be okay. So we're going to pack up here in a minute and head back down Sandstone Canyon and go see some cool stuff and just hang out and have a great time. Marco just asked me for a multi-tool. What do you need a multi-tool for, buddy?
I just found a nail on my tire.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take the risk.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it out. If not, if it doesn't work, I have my power tank plugs. So
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like it's that deep, but I guess we're going to find out.
oh yeah.
Oh, no, it was that deep. All right, well, I guess you're plugging it, buddy. Sorry.
Yep.
If you spend plenty of time out on the trails, eventually you're going to get a flat tire. And carrying a tire repair kit for when things like this happens is a great insurance policy. Sure, now, we could have swapped out the full-size tire, but plugging a hole like this is easy to do, and once you get the hang of it, it's actually much faster than going through the motions of jacking up the vehicle and swapping around the tires. If you've never done this before, I recommend finding an old tire and practicing. It's a great skill to have.
Yeah. There you go. Just a little bit of elbow grease.
That was a little bit of a workout, buddy.
Dude. These are wood pallet nails.
Yeah.
Don't bring them to the
Yeah,
desert,
don't
please.
bring 'em out.
Don't.
Yeah.
Nice job, though, dude. Looks like it's gonna hold.
Yeah, it'll hold.
right, we've been driving for a little over an hour and we've come to the base of the wind caves. Now, if you've never been out here before, it's a short hike, but it's pretty steep, so it's a little strenuous. But going up there, it's really worth checking out. So when we get up there, we'll take a look and show you the cool geology that's up there. Okay, we don't always come up to this spot because it's a pretty strenuous hike. It's not a long hike, but you can see behind me, we've already climbed an elevation quite a bit. But the geology up here it's definitely unique. But I'm a little winded, a little out of breath. Okay, so we've reached not the top of the mountain, it's actually about midway up. And these are the wind caves. And what's unique is, look at all these jagged rocks all over the place. And then you've just got this really soft sandstone that's been eroded by the wind. And you got these arches and these little caves. It's just very unique. I mean, this one spot is the only area that this happened at. It's pretty cool. Okay, everybody's just packing up the dogs, packing up the gear, the guys are getting on their bikes, and then we're gonna head to Fish Creek, which it looks like a different planet. It's so cool in there. And so we're gonna stop right before we get there and let Caroline, she's gonna run up ahead and she wants to get some video in there, so it'll be unique. I'll probably take some pictures, but it's a cool spot.
Looking forward to it. I've never been there.
You've been there? You just don't remember. Oh, yeah, you've been all these places
that
except for wind
other
caves.
wife?
No, it wasn't my other wife.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna pull over and stop. I'm loving this long convoy shot with all the dust, so I'm gonna have Regina drive. I'm gonna go pretty far ahead and let everybody drive fast. All right, it's just afternoon and we're getting ready to hit pavement for a little bit before we get back on the dirt. So we figured this is as good a time as any just to go ahead and stop and have some lunch. So everybody's just breaking out some quick meals and then we will be back on the road here soon. James getting fancy over here.
This is not fancy, this is easy. It's called a plowman's lunch.
And you may have noticed, since we've come out of Sandstone Canyon, that a black gladiator has joined us, and that is Stacy and her husband. And if you saw the Death Valley trip that we did, Stacy was the savior. She came out and brought a tie rod that kept us on the trail. So she is always welcome out here. We're glad to run into her, and she'll be joining us for the rest of the trip, her and her husband. All right, we just turned off of the 78 onto Buttes Pass, and our goal is to go find a camp spot and kind of relax for the rest of the afternoon. maybe film some video camp, cook up some good chow, just have some good camaraderie. It's going to be a great afternoon. We just have to find that perfect camp spot. Okay, we just got to Buttes Pass, and we're going to be going down into the Slot Canyon here in a little bit to go look for a campsite. But anytime you transition from one place to another, you got to get some steps in and get a shot. And so my goal here is to kind of tuck in behind one of these Ocotillo and just get a nice drive-by shot of everybody coming through, and then we'll see what it looks like when we get down to the slot. So, got to put in steps to get my shots. Okay, so we've come to this section of this trail where you got to go down this steep sandy wash, and everybody feels comfortable with it, but you always want to take your time on something like this. Marco's going to go first, and if he can do it with a trailer, then this should be no problem.
And in 3, 2, 1, my GoPro battery dies. What a rookie mistake. Sorry, Marco, I didn't get your vehicle going down here, but we did get everybody else's. Everybody made it through here, but it was definitely slow going and kind of technical. The sand is very loose, there's some big ruts, and this is much steeper than it looks on camera.
Okay, so we got most of the folks down below, and we were trying to figure out where was Marco. Coming back up here, and his Jeep is at a quarter tank, and he was so steep that the fuel wasn't picking up. But we gave him a little tug, and now he's moving. So we're all good to go. But just something to think about when you are on a steep incline like that. Sometimes it's better just to leave it running. But he's good to go now. Okay, buddy, I kind of told everybody what happened. You were at a steep incline, but you were just mentioning you couldn't even get into gear. What happened?
Okay, I only have a little under a quarter gas. So because of the incline, the thing gave me the no fuel light, right? So it thinks that it doesn't have any fuel. So I couldn't turn it on. Couldn't fire it up.
And you couldn't put it in neutral either?
No, I had to do it manually.
Oh yeah, you had to pull the manual one out of there.
Yeah.
So you were missing your manual transmission today.
Yes.
Yes. All right, we're good to go now?
We're good to go.
Awesome, buddy.
All right.
All right, it's just a little before 2:30, and we found our camp spot. And this was the one we were hoping for. We've camped here before. It was maybe 2 years ago, but it's a great spot. It's totally secluded from the wind, and you can fit quite a few vehicles in here. And it's really nice is this is all super soft sand. So Jordan, who's sleeping on the ground, Dan and Peter over there, they're gonna be sleeping in their ground tent. It's the perfect kind of bottom for that because it's super soft. And what's cool is we got all the vehicles lined up on the edges, so we can have a big campfire in the middle, at least with the propane fire, and just all hang out and have a good night. This is going to be a really relaxing evening. It's nice getting to camp this early in the day. So Jordan, who was roughing it last night, sleeping on the ground, now has the Taj Mahal. He's got a hammock, he's got the shift pod, he's got his chair. Yeah. All right. I see how it is. Jason, there are some good smells coming over here. Oh my.
Working on some caramelized onions. We're gonna make some tri-tip slider appetizers.
Watch out. Appetizers.
Appetizers.
See, that's the benefit of getting to camp early.
Exactly.
Get some appetizers.
That's right.
Right on, man. Okay. Marco, you making hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Come on, that's not like you. What's going on?
Hot dogs with blue cheese.
Oh, wait a minute. These are fancy hot dogs.
Let me show you. Look at that.
All right. That smells really good. Oh my gosh.
Be my guest.
Thank you, buddy. I have never had a blue cheese hot dog. So you split this open, blue cheese crumbles.
That's it.
That's it. Simple.
Let's go no bread.
It's different.
That's good.
Super good.
Regina, you gotta try this. You love blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
I do.
Point of olive oil.
So we got the blue cheese hot dogs going on here. I think that's a new fan favorite. But Jason, you were caramelizing some onions that smelled amazing, but now you put it all together.
We sure have. So we've got some bread with balsamic, smoked tri-tip, Roma tomatoes, caramelized onions, and a little bit of jalapeno olive oil to top it off.
Guys, there are some amazing smells going on over here.
Pretty good.
Morning, guys. You know, filming coffee is something that I've always loved doing because I want to share with you all what the experience is like what the weather is. It's cold, I've got a jacket on, and watching the steam come off the coffee and seeing it get hot and the taste and that aroma. It's hard to make it come across on camera, but I always enjoy trying to figure out interesting ways to share coffees in the morning with you guys because that's what I love doing. I love making coffee in the morning. A lot of folks are still asleep. It's a little after 6:30. It's about 44 degrees this morning. It's a little warmer than yesterday, but we're having a nice, relaxing morning here, and I need some coffee. Good morning, Stacy.
Hi, Brad.
So I'm walking around, everybody's doing the traditional bacon and eggs. What are you doing over here for breakfast?
Ribeye.
Ribeye for breakfast.
Yeah, well, my husband doesn't eat eggs, so we never have traditional breakfast, so it's a ribeye.
Well, I don't think anybody would complain about that for breakfast.
Why would you?
Right
How
on.
could you?
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So look, I'm walking around camp, and people are making eggs and bacon, and you even got people making ribeyes for breakfast.
Oh,
What did you have for breakfast?
Julienne apple pie.
Oh, come on, dude. You cheated this morning.
Look at that.
That still looks great. There have been some great aromas this morning, breakfast and coffee. It's just been a beautiful, nice, brisk morning. And this last 3 days on this trip has been so awesome with the Epic Family Road Trip, my wife, my son, all our great friends. It's been amazing, and we're looking forward to doing some more. But this is kind of the last big trip that we're going to do right before the holidays. We're going to take it easy for the next week. Now, I'm going to go sit down with the Epic Family Road Trip and do a coffee one take. So once that video is live, I will leave a link down below. And make sure that you go visit their channel and check out all their great content over there. They're wonderful people to explore with. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me in this kind of the behind the scenes video that's been interesting to film, but hopefully it turns out. Thanks for watching.